Hey YouTube, how you doing? VT Maestro here. Hope all is well. I'm on the second day of the project here, getting ready to take out all this fill and go down with my hole pretty deep, about 30 inches. And I'm actually going to save some of the stone down here, put it in my wheelbarrow here, and then put everything out, all the dirt, clay, whatever there is, into buckets. I got a bunch of buckets lined up. And that's the next step in the process here. Then I'm going to put my sump pit in over here. Going to make that flush to the floor. Bring it up, put it about 4 inches from the concrete. Then pour new concrete. Use hydraulic cement because I got some pretty good holes over here in the corner. You can see there, and I got one here where I want to make sure all the cement goes in and fills in correctly. Yeah, I'm going to pour it kind of thin, the cement, so I make sure it fills in all the crevices and so forth. Over here, the other circular hole over here, you can see, that's for a radon mitigation system. We've had the house built, we had a radon mitigation system put in, just the plumbing for it, and I've had the house tested and there's no radon, which is a good thing. Or the radon we have is so low that it's not considered a health risk. And you can see I got standing water, so that would make sense, but this is going to make the job a little bit harder here because every shovel I take, I gotta let it drain, and once I run out of stones, once I actually hit dirt, it's going to be interesting because it's going to take a lot more heft and power to get the kind of water-soaked soil out of there. So stay tuned. Here we go. Dealing with a lot of water here, so I've temporarily hooked up my sump pump. And I'm going to try pumping out some water, let it run for a while, see if we can get the water table down so I can dig more. I got a lot of stone out. I probably had at least 10 buckets, 3/4 of the way full, so pretty heavy stuff. So I actually cut the hole up here, which goes to daylight, and there's the pipe just sticking out. It's all temporary, and then once I get this all plumbed in with the pit in and the sump pump, I'm going to plumb it in the pipes, but this is a temporary setup right now, just to see if we can pump some water out. You can see here it's running now, I can hear it. And it looks like it's pulling a lot of water away right now. That's pretty cool. See it pulling away from the stones, which is awesome. Which is going really well. Look at that. Alright, you can see from here, I'm just drilling out some holes here with my 1/4-inch cobalt drill on my DeWalt. Here it is right there. And I'm just going through and making a line 4 inches down from the top here. See it's here, 4 inches down is where the concrete's going to be, and then I'm making a line of holes about 6 inches, if that, apart. I'm going to have dozens of holes so water can get into the subliner all the way down to the last 5 or 6 inches there. And still working on the hole. It's a work in progress. It's fighting that water and trying to get this thing deep enough is a real struggle, but I'll get there. Here's my sump pit. What I did was I went ahead and sawed off the bottom of the sump pit, and then I took the bottom, which was cut off about, let's say, 5 inches, and I reattached it. I set it back down inside. Here it is on the inside, and then I drilled my holes and I zip tied them. I'm going to cut these things. Not really going to matter because I have fabric going around the outside of the sump pit here. And I've gone ahead and drilled all my other holes, and I'm going to set the pit in. I'll go ahead and do that right now just to check the height. Now I'm going to put 2 or 3 inches of graveling. Height-wise, this thing is about just less than 20 inches, and that's probably where I need to be. They say some should be no less than 24 inches, but it's just almost near impossible to do this. But I'm going to make it happen, make it work here. So this works for me in my situation. The pit is wide enough to get enough water in there. But height-wise, if I keep going down, I don't think it's a good idea. But I think this will work pretty well. So let's check it out. Put it in the pit. Alright, I got the sump in the pit. It's pretty good. I just got to even it out, add a little more gravel. And I'll do that, level it off. And I'll be ready to put gravel on the sides. Should be ready to go here. And then I'll do some cement work with it after. Got the felt on. This is filter fabric. Use it for garden and walkways and so forth. And I got it on here. Just duct place temporary to hold it before I put it in. I'll try to keep the duct tape off. If not, it's not a big deal if I put it in the hole too. Alright, gonna put this in, drain the hole one more time, make sure my drainage is right in the hole and get it in, and we should be all set to fill in with stuff. As I fill in my hole here, I've gone ahead and duct taped the cover down and any holes, and because I don't want a lot of stone getting into the actual sump pump pit. And I'm using some Quikrete all-purpose gravel. I've put all my regular stone back in, various sizes. And then I'm using the smaller gravel here because I want to fill in the sides, especially down here. You can see where I filled in that. I still have a couple inches to go before I hit the 4 inches of concrete, which I'll concrete up from. But down here, if I go down here, I pushed all the way down, and I'm using the small gravel because I want to make sure I can fill in the sides and push against what has fallen in and been kind of dug out. That's really important because I don't want any spaces underneath my concrete slab here. And I'm able to push the small gravel, I'm able to push the new gravel I'm putting in back and making it all compact. And I got a couple bags of that. And you can see over in this corner here, you can see how far the gravel has gone away from the concrete. So that all has to be filled in before I can concrete it, so I can make sure it's all solid foundation underneath this sump pit. Alright, so I'll show you the next step. Got the sump pit in, got the gravel in. As you can see, I got the cover all set. It's all in place, it's locked in. I took the duct tape off and cleaned up the cover, got everything in. Got the discharge tank in the corner out of the way. That's for my utility sink that goes directly to the sewer. I got that cleaned up and put away until I put the sink back in. But I'm getting set up for the cement pour here. I got my wheelbarrow, and I got some Saccrete 5000. Got a bucket and my trusty cement rake. I did all my solar with that rake, mixing cement and so forth. I actually used a cement mixer, but I used it in the cement mixer. And I'm going to go ahead and do my pour. So pretty excited about this. All right, it's out pretty well here. Check it out. Got a pretty good mix going on here. Before that, I'll use a small bucket to scoop it up, pour it in. We should be all set. All right, coming at you one more time. Got the sump pit hole done. Got it in, got the plastic down, got the concrete poured, got it evened out, and it's decent. It's, I would say, good enough for the basement. If I was doing sidewalk or something, I'd make it actually perfect. But it's good for now. Got a nice coat on it, and what I'm going to do next is I'm probably going to remove this plywood here. I put that in and put my slop sink there. I'm going to go ahead and put a wall-mounted slop sink on and probably run my pipes behind the plywood, but take it all down, do all my plumbing first, and then plumb the sump pump in, because I got to go around the sink. And then on this side over here, I have a radon pipe and a radon hole, and I want to replumb that, and I cut it here for the sump pump. But I want to go around and go around the sink and so forth when that's in, and redo the pipe up here, up in that corner up here where the radon pipe goes. Alright, so this is part 2. This will conclude part 2, the sump pump pit, getting it all in. It's been a pretty good deal so far. Certainly a not a hard do-it-yourself project, but pretty involved. I had to go back to the drawing board a number of times to get this done, but well on my way now. So the worst is over, I think, as far as getting the pit in and doing all the steps and so forth. All right, so wait for part 3 here. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.